It's about the I got to say, it's the stupidest thing in sports.
Gets the ball, gets back, pulls up for the win. Got it! Detroit basketball.
Oh, Holloman looks the clock. Has gone for the win.
Vikings bring it. Here's a pass. It's a touchdown to give. Javi Baez homered earlier. First one in the air, deep left field again. Yes, Tigers win. Javi is unstoppable.
This is BS Sports.
And away we go. I gotta be honest with you guys. I'm very tired from last night. Last night's Michigan State game. I am very tired. You know what I want for today, other than obviously a Lions win? I want this to be as little stress as possible. I want the Lions to just go out there and score 40 and the Packers to score 0. That would be the best kind of game because I could just fall asleep and not be stressed and not have to worry about anything. Look, going into this game, Lions are technically underdogs, -1.5 in favor of Green Bay, and the analytics, according to ESPN, has Green Bay at 49.9% chance of winning the game. To you, just 49.7. There's a 0.1% chance of a tie, apparently. But look, obviously the big story going into this game is how big is Micah Parsons going to be for this Packer defense, and vice versa. How big is Aiden Hutchinson coming back from the injury going to be for the Lions defense? And obviously the new coordinators. We're going to get a good look at Kelvin Shepard and John Morton, see what they look like in this Lions team coming off another NFC North championship, but another disappointing end. Well, I guess another disappointing end in the playoffs, and especially disappointing end in the playoffs given the regular season success. And I'm nervous, as I think most Lions fans are one way or the other. But I have a nervous confidence. I think the Lions will come away with the win here. I hope the Lions come away with a win here. But I know that division games are always stressful. They're always emotional. They're always difficult. So if I'm slurring my words again, it's because I'm so tired from last night. I did not sleep well. Not because of the game. I mean, the result of the game was Michigan State victory, so I'm happy about that. But I'm just so tired. I could not fall asleep because I was just my heart rate was high and I was emotional and it was exciting. And now I couldn't get another nap within the day. Now I'm watching the Tigers and they're losing by 2 runs to the White Sox, who are threatening to win the 3-game set against them, the final series they have against the White Sox on the year, and I'm upset about that as well. So hopefully the Tigers can come back here, though. Hopefully. Bottom of the 8th. So you got 6 outs to get 2 runs. That's not too bad. You can do that. As Riley Green strikes out. That's about what I expect. This is also a game to keep an eye out for Jordan Love, obviously. A less than desirable season last year, I think. Obviously, he was kind of injured, and then he wasn't, and he didn't play well, and, we'll see. Oh, Jim Nantz. Hello, friends. And I don't know Jim, Tony Romo. I want to know where I can get one of those CBS jackets, with the little CBS logo, with the eyeball. I think that's what that's supposed to be. Where can I get one of those? Think they have them on eBay? Think they have them at the CBS Sports Store? All right. Do we know what the coin toss situation is? Who knows? Does anybody know? All right. There's a good amount of Lions fans in Lambeau. I mean, Lions fans do travel well, but I'm seeing a good amount of Honolulu blue in the crowd. Micah Parsons will be playing today despite the back thing that he had been going through the last week or so. Geez, it hasn't even been a year since Hutch went down. Well, he looks good, though. He's got the shaved head, too. He's not doing the long hair. Got the buzz cut. Wants to make sure the hair is out of his eyes, I guess. All right, what's going on? Okay, Lions are kicking off. All right, good. I always love deferring. You already know if you've been on one of these streams. I love deferring. Deferring is the way. That's good. They won the toss and they deferred. Even better. Even better. We'll have a good look at our defense after the injuries completely destroyed it last year. Jake Bates is out there to kick it off. And at least now why is it showing my fantasy team? I don't want to know. Do not track my fantasy team. No. I want the game cast. There we go. Thank you. Don't need to spoil my fantasy team. There is the kickoff, and it'll be caught at about the 5, taken out from there. And breaking free past the 40 and tripped up at about the 43-yard line. There is a flag down, though. This might be coming back. Nice return there, but it's almost certainly coming back if there's a flag. And it is going to be a holding on Green Bay, so much for that return. It's going back. Bo Melton, the corner, called for it, and in comes Jordan Love. 3rd season for him. In his career against Detroit, though, 1-3, 6 passing touchdowns, and 5 picks. So Campbell and the Lions defense done a pretty good job against him. But now we'll get a look at Calvin Shepard's defense. Aaron Glenn played a nice game against the Steelers today, but he did not come away with the victory. So here we go. Love is under center. Ball is at the 17-yard line of Green Bay. Handoff goes to Jacobs, and that will go for nothing. Gain of maybe a half a yard. 2nd down. Lions' run defense always been a strength in the Dan Campbell era, at least as of 2022. Oh, we got showing Zach. This guy's name is Zach Tom, the right tackle for Green Bay. I don't know why that's funny. It's just a weird name. Zach Tom. Hutchinson is on that he's on the top side there. Love takes the snap, play action. He's going to throw. Love looking, throwing, and it is caught for a 1st down. Brought down there, but there is a flag on the play. Romeo Doubs with the reception. This might be coming back, though. Maybe not. And it's going to be illegal contact on the Lions. Penalty will be declined. So 1st down Packers. Number 4. Who is that? Is that DJ Reed? That is DJ Reed who made the tackle there. DJ Reed acquired in the offseason. Probably the biggest move made in the offseason for Detroit. They try to run the ball again, and that time it'll go for maybe a loss of 1, if that. Might have gotten to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10. So once again, Green Bay unable to run the football with Jacobs. Last year, Jacobs had the most rushing yards by a Packer since 2003. Love now goes under center again. There's the snap. He's going to throw it out of center. Love looking, has time, airs it out, looking deep, and it is overthrown and incomplete. Tucker Kraft, the intended receiver, but that was not a great throw. Pretty decent coverage there by Detroit. Kraft did have him beat, though. But that ball really didn't have much of a chance of being caught. Marcus Davenport on the far side there. He's another guy coming back on a 1-year deal. Did not play much of last year. Now it'll be 3rd down and 10. Big chance for this Lions defense to get off the field early. Love is in the shotgun. Now a motion man on the left side. Love looking, throwing middle. It is caught for a first down. Brought down there. That is Romeo Dobbs again. Or, I'm sorry. This is Wicks. Another first down. And that's a missed opportunity for Detroit defensively. Who was that number 4 that made the, or number 6 that made the tackle? Is that Amik Robertson? So far, Jordan Love's had real solid protection. Not a whole lot of pressures generated by the defensive line for Detroit. Love now under center. Snap. Hands it off. And Jacobs will be brought down for a gain of just about 2. I mean, one thing's for sure. They're not running the football. At least not this drive. It's been the secondary, the passing attack. Final 12 minutes of the first quarter, counting down. Pass coming from Love. Quickly gets rid of it. It is caught and immediately thrown down by Jack Campbell. Fitzpatrick with the reception there. It'll be 3rd down and 6. Another opportunity for this defense. I think Green Bay is pretty much in no man's land. They might be in field goal range. I'm not sure, though. That'd be a pretty long field goal, depending on how this play ends up. I mean, certainly with the Lions, I wouldn't be surprised if teams start going for it against them because they know how Dan Campbell likes to coach games. Pass coming again. Love, plenty of time. Now throws it to a wide open receiver. Matthew Golden, his first catch of the year, the rookie, gets a first down, and that's back-to-back first down passes on 3rd down for Green Bay. Aiden Hutchinson is not sure why you don't have him rushing on that. Matthew Golden out of the University of Texas. Now Love in the shotgun again. He's going to hand it off, and this is not going anywhere. Gets to the line of scrimmage, but brought down immediately after that. And a helmet comes flying off. There's a flag down. I don't know what happened. This might be a personal foul in Detroit. Helmet just came flying off from 85. Let's see. Brian Branch, who last year got ejected in this very stadium. Yeah, unsportsmanlike conduct called. Yeah, that's you can't have that, Branch. He's blocking Tucker Kraft. He rips his helmet off and then throws it away. I don't know what you're thinking, Branch. That's the kind of penalty you can't have. You just give up an automatic first down. Now Green Bay in the driver's seat in the red zone. And Love hands it off. I thought he kept it, and that will go for just a gain of 1 to make it 2nd down and 9. I thought he kept it. I couldn't believe I was like, oh no, he's going to throw it. He's got no pressure. Nope. It's really the secondary that's the story of this drive for Detroit. Have not been able to stop Jordan Love. I think he's thrown just 1 incompletion. Ball is at the Detroit 15. Love takes the snap. Looking, still looking, throwing. It is incomplete. Terrion Arnold there in coverage, the 2nd-year corner out of Alabama. I mean, good defense there by the secondary, but not a whole lot of pressure generated on Jordan Love. And Love had way too much time there. Way too much. Packers are 2 for 2 on third down so far. This will be from 9 yards. Love by himself in the shotgun. Pass coming. Love looking, throwing middle, caught, touchdown. Tucker Kraft gets the first touchdown of the Packers season, and it's 6-0 Green Bay. Green Bay just marched down the field and 3 for 3 on third down that drive. It's a great throw by Love. But again, very little pass rush. Very little pressure brought. The 10th career career receiving touchdown for Tucker Kraft there. Extra point is up, and it is good. Green Bay now up 7-0. Opening drive. I guess I'm happy because I got Tucker Kraft in my fantasy team, but I'm not happy about that result. All right, well, that didn't look great. Give up 3 third downs in that drive. That's not good. Especially one of them ends up in a touchdown. I guess if there's one thing I can take away from it is that they couldn't run the ball, but they certainly could pass the ball. I mean, look at this. Like, Jordan Love's got 65 passing yards already. 6 for 8. The leading rusher is Josh Jacobs with 3 yards. Jacobs had 3 yards that drive. Jordan Love is just dicing up the defense. And I mean, he had plenty of time. No pass rush. All right, can Montero get out of this top of the ninth so that the Tigers can just try to walk this one off at least? Gosh, I am just so tired right now. I need life induced into me. I need this Lions team to just drive down the field and tie it up. I hope Gibbs has a big game. That would be nice. I hope anybody has a big game. I hope the defense has a big game. I hope that 7 points is the only points they give up. That's what I want. Haven't seen you in a while, Armenian man. Welcome back, by the way. All right, come on. 3-2 count. Montero against Mydroth. Come on, Montero. And he walked him. Okay. All right, we're back. See, there's so much less commercials in the pros. That is a Packer Darth Vader. Why? All right. Stewart out there to return it potentially for Detroit. He really made his name for himself in the preseason. I believe Khalil Dorsey is also out there. There's a line drive kick that ends up in the end zone. It will be taken out there by Dorsey past the 25. Just shy of the 25. Thought maybe he got to it. And now in comes Jared Goff in this Lions offense, coming off of the best offensive year in franchise history last year, really. 15 wins, 72.4% completion percentage, both franchise highs. Jahmyr Gibbs is in to start the game. 96 passing touchdowns since 2022 for Goff. That leads the NFL. So here we go. Lions wearing the all-white unis. Goff under center. New center, Graham Glasgow. Gibbs in the backfield. Toss it out to Gibbs, and he is going to run for about a gain of 1. Not a whole lot there. And now you got Micah Parsons up against Penei Sewell. Not the first time these two have faced off. Lions have played the Packers a couple of times, where he has been on the opposite end. Don't believe he's on the field, though, right now. Goff now in the shotgun by himself on 2nd and 9. He's going to bring Gibbs back in motion to his right. Packers, a lot of movement on their defense. Goff going to throw. Goff, with some pressure, throws a screen to Gibbs. Looking for a blocker up front. Not going to get a whole lot. Maybe a couple there. It'll be 3rd down. And in comes Micah Parsons on 3rd down and 7. And what do you think Micah's going to be doing on this play? Probably not being in man coverage. Crowd is into it in Lambeau. Lions had the 4th best conversion percentage on 3rd down last year. Goff in the shotgun with Gibbs to his right. Communicating with his offensive line now. 5 seconds on the play clock. Got to snap the ball here. Pass coming. Goff looking. Has some time. Under some pressure. Throws. It is caught by Gibbs. And he is going to be brought down for a loss of 2. And the Lions start the year going 3 and out. Not the start the John Morton offense wanted to see. Another reception goes to Gibbs. And Penei Sewell, I guess I wouldn't say he got totally beat there, but pressure came. Goff had to get rid of it. He finds Gibbs. And punt team is out to start this first quarter. Jack Fox. Oh, there was a little bit of a jump there on Green Bay. Not sure if they got the snap off in time. There is a flag down. I think this is going to be offsides. And they're going to let it roll inside the 20. I think this is going to be offsides on Green Bay. I think they're going to just punt this one again. They might punt again. Why not? Or, well, I think you got a pretty decent punt there. Maybe you don't. We'll see. Oh, it's going to be a false start on Detroit. So we will be repunting it. Okay. So not the start defensively or offensively that you want to see. Neither of them really looks dull. The offense going 3 and out, and now a false start penalty on 4th down, meaning you got to repunt, and it's going to be at least 5 yards deeper, unless Jack Fox can just boom this one. Second punt. That one will be significantly less deeper, and it'll be taken out inside the 40. Golden trying to find the lane, and he gets about a 5-yard return there. And the Packer offense, which on its opening drive marched down the field, is back on the field with a much better field position. Well, I'm not feeling great right now, guys. Not feeling great. I mean, 3 and out, opening drive touchdown. The only thing I'm feeling great about is that we start with the ball in the 3rd quarter. Meanwhile, Tigers, 1 out, nobody on, down 2 still. Maybe Jake Rogers will hit a triple. Maybe. It looked like I'm a little surprised by that offside or that false start. Like, how do you? They made us run the play, so that's why I was confused. Usually that just gets like they whistle it dead. That's why I thought it was an offsides. But I mean, now instead of pinned inside their own 30, they're at about their own 45. Well, either way, the defense has to come up with a stop. So, no matter where you are on the field. All right. See what Calvin Shepard can do on his second drive on defense. I mean, it's a lot of these passes kind of up the middle where guys are just wide open. 6 for 8 to 6 different receivers. Play action throw is incomplete. A little behind the receiver read. Makes it 2nd down and 10. The lucky drop there. Oh, we got San Francisco against Seattle. Seattle just ties it up 7-7. There's a lot of divisional matchups to start the year. I mean, you had Eagles, Cowboys, Chargers, Chiefs. I had Giants, Commanders. I guess the NFL knows what they're doing. Love now under center, takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to, I believe that is Kraft. Yeah, he's going to pick up just 3, just past the 50. It'll be 3rd down. I think it'll be 3rd down. Why is it only showing 2nd down? CBS? There you go. Oh, and the Tigers lost. Great. Tigers lost a 3-game set to the freaking White Sox, man. 3rd down and 7. Opportunity here for this defense. Once again, Green Bay was excellent on 3rd downs in that first drive. See if Detroit can get the stop here. There it is. Pass coming. Love up the middle. It is caught again for a 1st down. Jaden Reed, he made that one. And again, 4 for 4 on 3rd down. And it's not like it's 3rd and 1 or 2. This is like pretty difficult 3rd downs. Jaden Reed right up the middle. Easy catch. Easy throw. Aiden Hutchinson has not been a factor in the pass rush. Neither has really anybody. Love hands it off to Jacobs and finally gets a pretty decent run there, about 5 yards. 2nd down. And Green Bay just burning the clock as well. Final 5 minutes of the first quarter. Green Bay up 7-0. They're looking to add on. Man, you don't want to go behind that much. Need to get something to insert some life here. Play action. He's going to throw. Love finds a man open, but he stumbles out of bounds as he was catching it. It'll be 3rd down and about 4, maybe 3. I don't think he got it. He might have gotten a yard. Aiden Hutchinson was unblocked right in front of Jordan Love. Be 3rd down and 4. At this point, you're hoping you can force them to settle for the field goal. But Green Bay has been perfect on 3rd downs, and this will be the shortest 3rd down so far. 8 completions to 8 different receivers for Love. He's going to throw it up the middle. It is incomplete and no flags. Romeo Dobbs, the intended receiver. Love overthrew him. Terrion Arnold was in the coverage. And the field goal unit's coming out for Green Bay. That's good coverage by Terrion. Little too high on the throw for Love. I'm not sure if he caught that, if he would have ended up in bounds. Brandon McManus out there to kick it. He was 20 for 21 last year. This from 34 yards out. Kick is up, and he got it. Right down the middle, makes it 10-0 Green Bay. 2 scoring drives in a row for the Pack. And the Lions went 3 and out on their first chance. So that's 2 drives now where we had, I guess the final third down, we finally came able to stop, but at that point, it's like they're already in field goal range. But you force them to kick field goals, that's a good spot to be in, at least to make a comeback. I can't believe they're still making Tron movies. Do people even know the original movie at this point? When did the original Tron come out? 1982. It's been a while. It's been a little bit. All right. Just need a drive here. Need some sort of life, man, because right now I'm just feeling, I'm already tired. I've already established that. But like, defense isn't looking great. Offense looked bad. We need some juice. Well, let's wait on that, Hoskins. It's still early in the game, but it's not a great start. Just got out of work. Nice, Bacon. Hopefully the Lions can start turning it on now that you're here. Micah Parsons, $130 for a jersey. That's crazy. I don't want to know how much this jersey was. This is a gift. I don't want to know. Kickoff will go all the way to about the 1 and be taken out by Dorsey. Dorsey trying to cut to the outside. He will get to about the 19-yard line, and that is it. So there is a flag down on the play. We'll see what happens. This might be coming back. Or maybe the Lions will catch a little bit of luck. And it will be a holding on Detroit. So that pins them back even further. Isaac Tesla, the rookie out of Arkansas, who made name for himself in the preseason. So 1st and 10, 3:52 to go in the first quarter. Handoff goes to Gibbs. There is immediately a flag on the play. Gibbs will pick up about 5. flag was thrown as soon as the ball was snapped. I don't know if this will be offsides. We'll see. And it will be offensive offsides. Wow. Jamison Williams, who just signed a big contract extension, lines up offsides. Ay, guys, come on. Like, did they not know they were playing today? Like, the rust is real. 1st and 15. Jahmyr Gibbs started. Monty hasn't seen the ball. It's 1st and 15 from the Detroit 5. Goff under center. Hands it off to Gibbs. Gibbs cuts to the outside. Gibbs putting on some speed. There goes Gibbs, and he will just be taken down, I think, short. Maybe they give it to him. He might have surfed his way for a first down. That's the first big play of the day for any Lion, let alone for Jahmyr Gibbs, now wearing number 0. And they're going to call it 2nd and 1, so a 14-yard pickup from Gibbs. Yeah, Goff has not really thrown the ball pretty much all day. Now under center. Gibbs stays in the backfield. There's the snap. Hands it off to him. Why not? There's the first down. Brought down just shy of the 25-yard line. We'll extend this drive. Now David Montgomery appears to be checking in. Lions love to run the football. And one of the things about this Packer defense, you lose Kenny Clark, who was solid defensive tackle for them. At least that's what I've been told. So potentially we'll see how that affects the run defense. That Green Bay had a really solid run game against the run game. Goff going to throw a little screen to David Montgomery, who is going to be taken down for a loss of 1. Pressure was coming immediately there on Jared. Had to get rid of it, and they're going to say a loss of 2. 2nd down and 12. Jared Goff in the negative categories in passing yards. Defensive line for Green Bay has just been massacring. Just 18 total yards for Detroit, 104 for Green Bay in this first quarter. Goff now under center. Play action. Goff going to throw. Goff looking deep. Got Jamison, and that's Amon-Ra, and he caught it. And that is a big play. First catch of the season for Amon-Ra St. Brown. Oh, man. Did he get both of his feet down? And they just snap. No, I think they're going to look at this. I'm not sure. It looked like he might have slid. He definitely slid his right foot. So the question is that left toe, did he get it down? Green Bay is going to challenge it. So the problem here obviously for Green Bay is that you need. Oh no, that foot's down. Yeah, that foot's down. That I mean, I guess I get challenging it, but that foot is down. This should not take long. That foot is definitely down. Oh, man. I am still so exhausted from last night, guys. I'm sorry if I'm low energy. When I go to bed tonight, I'm just going to pass out. I don't even know if I'm going to watch Sunday Night Football. Honestly. That game last night kept me up way too late, and I did not sleep well at all. And it's like I woke up early and I couldn't fall back asleep, which is the worst. It was bad. Bad. Okay. Can we please? No more commercials. All right. I don't even know what happened the rest of this week in the NFL. Like I don't even know what the results of any of the other games were. I barely even watched. Like I had the Tiger game on, but then I also had the Jets and Giants game on because that was the one that I got. Apparently this area. Yeah, you can see right there, both feet down. So the Packers lose a TO. Now Detroit starting to finally move the ball on their second drive of the day. Laporta going in motion. They hand it off to David Montgomery, who is so hard to bring down. He picks up about 5. Final minute counting down in the first quarter. Green Bay has had control of this game for most of this quarter. Lions moving down the field, though. Goff under center. Montgomery in the backfield. Hands it off to Montgomery. Montgomery going to stay on his feet and jet forward just shy of the first down marker, but it looks like he just crossed midfield. And we'll see if Detroit actually runs a play here. Play clock a little ahead of the game clock. It's 3rd down and 1, but it's a short one. Obviously, Detroit's got to stay on the field here. You're not in field goal range to get this to a one-possession game. And you got to think, even if they don't get it, barring a loss on the play, Dan Campbell will keep the offense out there. 3 seconds on the play clock, or on the game clock, and that'll be zeros. So they will just flip the field. And by flip the field, I literally mean they will just go to the opposite side of the football. So after one, Green Bay's up 10-0, but the Lions offense starting to come alive. Oh, okay. All right. Feeling a little better on that quarter ended. At least the offense was starting to move the ball. This looks interesting. The Long Walk. This kind of freaky movie where people just walking. I don't know. I like movies about simple things. They're just walking. I don't know what they're doing, but well, I know what they're doing. They're walking. I don't know where they're going. I'm pretty sure it's like if they stop, they get shot or something, or if they don't walk fast enough, they like die. Or, I don't know, something like that. You down? Oh, is this Dupixent? This is a pharmaceutical ad. Yeah. Oh, it's not Dupixent. Cap vaccine. Cap Vaxiv. It's bad that I kind of know more of these drugs. Speaking of drugs, let me look at my fantasy team because I do have Tucker Kraft. So that's about the only reason I'm happy about that Green Bay touchdown. I want to see how I'm doing now. Okay, I'm winning by like a point. It's very close right now. Cortland Sutton's got 2 points for me. Wonderful. There are definitely less commercials in the pros than in college. That's for sure. It doesn't just feel that way. It's actually true. All right. Midfield, 3rd down and 1. Goff under center. Montgomery staying in the backfield. Snap. Handoff to Montgomery, and he's got it. Just able to carry himself over the first down marker. And ever since he's gotten here, that's been pretty much his role. Burrow got you 8 points. Yeah, I was going up against Burrow. I have Patrick Mahomes, my quarterback. Feeling good. Feeling real good. I also got Derrick Henry, so hopefully Derrick Henry can just go off tonight. Go off in the shotgun. Is that Montgomery and Gibbs in the backfield? It is. They hand it off to Montgomery, and that goes for a loss of maybe 2, maybe just 1. Wooden with the reception, with the tackle there. So it'll be 2nd down and 11. Just 17 total passing yards for Detroit to 93 for Green Bay. Not a whole lot of passing attack this game. 2nd and long. Goff going to throw. Goff has some time. Throws it out to Gibbs. Gibbs tries to get free. He's forced out of bounds short of the sticks. He picks up maybe 4 or 5. There is a flag down. And Goff, I'm not sure if he's indicating it's on Green Bay or... And it is taunting on the defense. That is a 1st down for Detroit. That is Xavier McKinney who was called for the taunting. Jeez. So that will certainly extend this drive. Let's see what happened here. Jeez. Knocks down number 11, Khalif Raymond, and then he kind of stands over him. I mean, look, I understand they're cracking down on this sort of thing, but come on, man. Like, that is okay. I'll take it, but that's really not. It's not even on TV, so you can't even say he was like flipping off the cameras or something. Goff now under center from the Green Bay 30. And a little end around to Jamison Williams, who breaks first contact. Now he forces his way just to the 20 for a 1st down. Look at that, a little reverse play. First play that goes to JMO since his extension. That should be 1st down. Detroit into the red zone. They like to use him in these kind of gadget plays, as well as obviously as a threat in the receiving game. But the speed is where he can be so deadly. They're actually calling that 2nd down. What? 2nd and 7? What? He ran all the way to the marker. Am I crazy? He must have stepped out of bounds. Okay. Never mind. I thought they got him to the 20. Goff under center. Hands it off to Gibbs. Gibbs cuts to the outside. Gibbs trying to put the speed on. He will pick up just 3, but that is about 3 more yards than you would have thought. Just 2, actually. 3rd down and 5. I still can't. I thought that Jamison Williams had the 1st down there. Third down and 5. A 1st down would get you into the red zone. Gibbs with 4 carries for 22 yards. He's in the backfield with Goff to his left. Pass coming. Goff throwing. Caught. Amon-Ra St. Brown. 1st down. When you need it on 3rd down, throw it to St. Brown. 2nd catch of the day for Saint, and both of them have been for 1st downs. And Penei Sewell, he got in front of Micah Parsons, and then I believe that was Tate Ratledge, the rookie, who also assisted. Goff in the red zone with Gibbs in the backfield to his right. Pass coming. Goff rolling. Throws to Gibbs on a screen. Gibbs got speed. Spin move. And goes down just shy of the 10 at the 12. Lions just slowly and methodically moving down the field here. Second down and 5. Goff is 7 for 7 for 34 yards so far. Second down and 5. First down will put you inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. Goff is under center. Gibbs in the backfield. They give it to Gibbs. Gibbs surrounded by green jerseys. Nowhere to go. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Makes it third down and 5. Third down and 5. And you got to think that Campbell's going to be going for this if they don't get it. Right? I mean, that's just the way he coaches. Love it or hate it, that's just how he plays the game. Gibbs is in the backfield. Goff going to throw it. Has time. Goff rolling, throwing, wide. Oh, no, he just couldn't come up with it. Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. Good coverage, not a great throw. Williams, I believe, was there in coverage. I mean, that was pretty good protection for Goff. Micah Parsons could not bring in any pressure. I'm surprised there's no flag there, but they're just going to kick a field goal, actually. It's a little surprising. Try to make it a one-possession game. Jake Bates. This will be from 30 yards out. Snap, hold, kick is good. Jake Bates nails it, and the Lions get their first scoring drive of the season. It's 3 points for Jake Bates to make it a 7-point game. All right, well, you answer their field goal with your own field goal, I guess. Now I just need the defense to actually do something. Ugh, man, I would have really wanted a touchdown there. Really wanted a touchdown there. I'm surprised they didn't go for it, actually. Like, honestly. I thought Goff was going to run with it, honestly. He might have been able to get it. There was a good amount of room there. All right, well, hopefully the defense can finally get a stop, ideally. That would be nice. I mean, they're definitely stopping the run. It's just, you got to stop the pass. You got to actually bring some pressure. I don't get these Michelob Ultra commercials where you're drinking it after you're doing some physical exercise. That doesn't sound good. Like, that sounds like a bad idea. Aren't you all dehydrated? Wouldn't you want water? Not an alcohol? NCIS. Oh my gosh, there's so many NCISs. NCIS Origins, NCIS Sydney. All right. Goff 7 for 8, 34 yards. Love, 8 for 12, 93 yards and a touchdown. I mean, it hadn't been a terrible start for Goff. The yards are obviously leaving a lot to be desired, but the completion rate is there. What? Who surgically repaired left thumb? And there is the kickoff. Bates hooks it, and it'll be Need in the end zone for a touchback. So Packers will get it at their own 35 because the NFL hates normal kickoffs. All right. 9:27 to go in the half. Detroit does get the football to start the third quarter. So a stop here would be huge, especially if Detroit can finish it off and get some points. Love going deep, looking for a man. He's got him. It is caught. Oh my goodness. Romeo Doubs just flips the field for Green Bay. And the Lions' pass defense is getting absolutely eviscerated. Terrion Arnold was beat by about 2 steps. And Romeo Doubs sandwiched there. And now Green Bay just right back into the red zone on just one play. 9 for 13, 142 yards for Love. Pass coming from Jordan. Love throwing, caught. Jaden Reed, touchdown. 2 plays and a touchdown. Reed doing the Lambeau leap. It is 16-3. I don't know what is going on with this Detroit defense, but Calvin Shepard has got to figure something out on how to stop Jordan Love. They are getting eviscerated in the passing game. Snap, hold, kick is good. 17-3 in the second quarter. Detroit is going to be playing from behind, and they're going to need something to flip this game script because it is just high energy for Green Bay and no energy for Detroit. Yeah, this defense looks very concerning, guys. This is like, I mean, 2 plays and they just completely flip the field like that. They don't have to run the ball because they're just passing all over us. And the way our offense is looking, we don't have these big plays to just flip it like that. One thing's for sure, these new coordinators and a significant amount, well, maybe not a significant amount, but a decent amount of new roster. Some growing pains right now. Detroit's going through it, and Green Bay is celebrating. All right. No? Okay, I thought we were coming back after the 60 minutes commercial. Still a lot of time left in this game, but a 2-possession lead for Green Bay, and they have yet to get stopped on defense. This looks a lot like the defense the Lions had last year with the injuries. Granted, they don't have Aleem McNeil. They don't have Levi Onwuzurike. Levi will be out for the season. Aleem will be coming back at some point. And there is a deep kick. No, not too deep. Taken out from the 5. Grant Stewart is brought down just shy of the 30 at the 27 or maybe 28-yard line. Terrion Arnold has been getting burned this game. That's two throws, both in his direction. He's gotten burned both times. Goff under center. Montgomery in the backfield. St. Brown going in motion. Detroit's been in this spot before. Certainly not this early in the season. Play action pass coming from Goff. Goff under some pressure. Throws it up the middle to Montgomery for a pickup of about 6 or 7. Second down. Pressure came there. Goff was able to get rid of it. Make a positive play. Second down and 4. Final 8 minutes of the half. You know, you think if maybe Detroit can finish this half with a touchdown, they get the ball back, be in a position to try to tie this game up, or at least take the lead. Handoff goes to Montgomery, who might be short by a yard. Now it'll be third down and 1, 7.5 to go. Last thing you can have here is a stuff. I mean, that's a short one that they need to get, but Green Bay is loading the box. Snap, play action. Goff going to throw. Goff has time, throws it up the middle. That one's caught by Montgomery, and he is going to get down to the 45-yard line and extend the drive. Back-to-back catches for him on the passing plays. Goff now 9 for 10. Under center at his own 45. 6.5 to go. Down 14. Handoff goes to Montgomery, who just barrels past the 50 to the 49-yard line. Second down and 4. One thing's for sure. This defense, hopefully they don't have to see the field for the rest of the quarter. They're going to have to really turn it on in the second half. There's a snap. Handoff goes to Montgomery, and he will pick up about 2 or 3. Just going to be 2. It'll be third down again. Third down and 2. Micah Parsons coming in for Green Bay. Detroit 3 for 5 on third downs. Raymond going in motion to the left side. Gibbs is now in. Snap, pass coming. Goff throws it. It is caught by Amon-Ra St. Brown, who is tripped up, but picks up another first down. I mean, how many times does this guy have to pick up first down catches? He is just so good every single time. Micah Parsons getting doubled by Tate Ratledge and Panay Sewell. Goff under center now. Gibbs in the backfield. Ball is at the Green Bay 38. Handoff to Gibbs. That goes for nothing. Just gets to the line of scrimmage. Honestly, the run game for Detroit really not showing a whole lot. Gibbs leading the team in rushing yards with just a little over 20. Obviously, the loss of Frank Ragnow having some impact, I would think. And you got a rookie and Tate Ratledge on the line. Under center is Goff again. This time it's a play action. Goff throws it to Laporta on a screen, and Laporta only going to pick up about 4. It'll be third down again. I mean, one thing's for sure, Green Bay defensively is not giving it up easy. Third down and 7. 3.5, or third down and 6, actually. They switched the spot. Lions need a touchdown here. You got to just stop the bleeding. Make this a one-possession game. 4 for 6 on third down. Pass coming. Goff throws it. Jamison Williams. It's short, but caught. And it'll be 4th down and 2. Now, what do you think Dan Campbell is going to do here? Yeah, he's going for it. No doubt about it. Final 2:46 to go and counting. And of course, Dan Campbell's offense is going for it. They're down 14. You really didn't have much of a chance anyway. Or you really didn't have much of a choice anyway. Montgomery is in the backfield with Goff, who's in the shotgun. Pass coming. Goff looking, throwing wide open. Jamison Williams. He barrels his way through just past the 25-yard line. There is a flag down in the secondary. We'll see what this is. And it is illegal contact on Green Bay, which will be declined. Detroit keeps the offense on the field. So this will likely be the final possession of the half, given the time rolling down here. I'm assuming they're not going to run a play here. 2-minute warning coming up. Yeah, and they're not running a play. 2-minute warning. I feel like I'm in college. 2-minute warning. Lions down 14, 17-3, but they are driving, and they will get the ball to start the third quarter. I need a touchdown for life. Just to give this team life, I need a touchdown. You get a touchdown, you end the half, you get the ball back, you can tie it up. Start of the third quarter, just like that. But the defense has been terrible all first half. So Travis Hunter goes fishing? He didn't strike me as a fisher. I don't know what I guess I just didn't expect him to be fishing. How did he do, by the way? I'm pretty sure the Jags won. Or at least they were winning. I don't know if that game is over yet. All right. Oh gosh, please get a touchdown here. I need life. I need some juice right now. That's why deferring is the way to go. 'Cause even if it doesn't matter whether you're up or down, it's better to have a first possession in the third than it is in the first. Goff is in the shotgun. He's got Montgomery to his left. Laporta goes in motion. Snap. Pass coming from Jared. Jared rolling to his right. Jared under some pressure just dunks it away and out of bounds. Incomplete. Pressure came and Jared had to get rid of it. Goff in the shotgun again. Now J-Mo going in motion. The give goes to Montgomery, and he will pick up just about 3. It'll be third down again with the clock rolling. Big third down here for Detroit. Gotta have it. Gotta have it. 3rd and 7. Need to get to the 9. They're at the 16. Pass coming. Jared. Throw is intercepted. Intercepted. Target was Amon-Ra St. Brown. And Green Bay has really taken this game over. Oh, man. This is just brutal. Amon-Ra St. Brown was the intended receiver. Williams came up with it. Parsons brought the pressure. This is a nightmare. That's a nightmare start. This is just terrible. Oh my gosh, that to get nothing out of that, that's terrible. This is not the Lions team from last year. At least not so far. Oh man. I'm without words right now. I mean, it's one thing to be down 17 to 13 or 13, 17 to 3, but to throw an interception in the red zone, 3rd down and 7, that's not good. Green Bay is firing on all cylinders. Detroit, they look kind of lost out there, all things considered. I mean, nothing is going right for Detroit. Just nothing. You can't score a touchdown. Well, Jordan Love in the shotgun. He's going to quickly throw it to Matthew Golden, who is brought down by Terrion Arnold for a pickup of about 5. He gets out of bounds to stop the clock. Love gonna throw. Jordan has plenty of time, and the defender there, Brian Branch, tripped. He managed to make the tackle anyway, short of the sticks. 3rd down and 2. Musgrave with the reception. Jeez, Branch is lucky he made that play. Nobody's taking TO here. I'm surprised. And they're going to run a direct snap to Josh Jacobs. That goes for nothing. And Detroit finally comes up with a stop on 3rd down. I don't know why you didn't call timeout earlier. Now you got just 21 seconds. And obviously they're punting this, but why wouldn't you call timeout after you got a stop in 2nd down? Because then you could have had. I'm a little confused by that. Like you can't use those timeouts in the second half. So what? I just don't get why you don't use it. Detroit will get the ball back to start the second half, but they have not scored a touchdown all first half. Green Bay a touchdown or 2 touchdowns and a field goal. There's just no energy in Detroit right now. None. That is a deep punt down the middle. It will be returned by Khalif Raymond. Khalif cuts back to the outside. Khalif staying on his feet and brought back down to the 15. Just burned all of the any potential time you might have had with your offense. 5 seconds to go in the quarter. I do not why are you not just fair catching? I know it's like 20 seconds, but you can maybe run a deep shot and potentially get yourself into field goal range. So Detroit has the ball with 5 seconds. And we'll see if they actually run a play, and they will not. They're just going to knee this one down. And they will need to completely reshape how they played in the second half. They are down 2 touchdowns to Green Bay in Lambeau. This is a game that I don't think anybody expected it to be this far off. Fewest first half points scored since October 22nd of 2023. If my memory serves me, I think that was the Ravens game where Baltimore blew the doors off Detroit. All right. Well, are they gonna do like the? Okay, I don't know what they're doing. I thought they were maybe gonna do. Are they gonna do like a recap of all the scores? Because that's what I'll stay, and then I'll use the bathroom, and I'll throw up. That was weird. Beauty and the Beast musical seems like kind of a strange. Isn't it already a musical? Kind of. I don't know if that. I don't know if it counts as a musical. All right, come on. I just want to see this. I want to see the highlights and the scores of all the games before. That's all I want. I really got to pee, actually. Oh, it's actually kind of cool. ESPN has a little countdown thing for halftime now. That's good. We're going into the second half. Green Bay has an 89.4% chance of winning the game. That's pretty terrible. Okay, maybe we. All right, maybe not. I don't know what's going on. They're just going the local news. I'll be right back. I gotta pee. All right. This is a depressing start. Oh, now they're back. Now they're doing the halftime report. Are they not going to show highlights of the rest of the league, or are they? Is that only for the 1 o'clock slot? Pretty sure they do that for all of them. Okay, here we go. Yeah. All right. Texans Rams. Okay, the 6-0 Texans. Tossed Kyron Williams for a touchdown. 7-6 Rams. I don't know why they didn't show the score. Seattle, San Fran, handoff. 10, okay, it's in the corner there. 10-7 Seattle in the third. Broncos, Titans, Bo Nix. Oh, look at that. Cortland Sutton. Oh, I got him in fantasy. 10-9 at the half. Denver. Okay, then we got Jets, Steelers. I know the Jets lose this game. 34-32, game-winning field goal for the Steelers. We got Bengals, Browns. Oh, wow, the Bengals just able to get the win. 17-16. Eesh. Buccaneers, Falcons. 23-20. Buccaneers get the dub. 3 touchdowns for Baker. Wow. Is that really all the games? I feel like they missed a bunch. What about the Raiders game? Whatever. I guess I can look at the... Let me see. Saints lost 20-13. Called that. Colts won 33-8. Jeez. Daniel Jones? Life? Jaguars 26-10. Raiders 20-13 over the Patriots. How did Geno do? Oh wow, Geno did pretty good. 362 with a touchdown and an interception. How about I want to look at Daniel Jones' stat line. Daniel Jones' stat line. 22 for 29, 272 yards, a touchdown, no picks. And 26 yards on the ground. Daniel Jones fantasy owners feeling good. Oh, man. Oh, gosh. I'm just so tired right now. And I got no energy because this game is not giving me any energy. They need to completely flip the script here. That guy, isn't that he used to be on Saturday Night Live, the black guy on that show, DMV. I don't know I can't think of his name. I think he's from Detroit too. Or at least Michigan. I don't know. He might not be from Detroit. Basically, we just need this game to completely flip. We need the Lions offense to just start firing on all cylinders and the defense to start making big stops. I guess that's not totally out of the realm of possibility, but the way this was going, it just doesn't look good. On either side of the ball, nothing looks good. All right, we're about to start the second half, at least. I'm counting down. If we do win, this will be an absolute Detroit classic game. Wait, why are we getting more commercials? I mean, like the thing on ESPN has zeros, and we got more commercials. Ugh. I mean, if there's any solace, they can't run the ball. But who cares? They don't have to run the ball. We can't exactly run the ball either. Only 24 yards. Seriously, again? How many commercials? Like, it's supposed to be back. We've had the ball for like twice as long, too. That's what's so crazy. So come away with just 3 points? All that possession time, man? That's terrible. All right, now we're back. Remember when I said I wanted a low stress game? This is not what I wanted. Unless we end up running the score up and it's 31-17 at the end of the third quarter. This is not exactly what I'd call a low stress game. And even if we do, they had to stress me out for this first 30 minutes. There's just a line drive kick that is picked up at the 10 there by Khalil Dorsey, who takes that all the way back to about the 33-yard line. Or no, that's Sailors, excuse me. I thought that was Dorsey. Now let's see what this offense looks like coming out of the gate. Anemic start. Need to play better on both sides of the ball, but certainly need to play better on offense. Jared Goff's final throw of the half was an interception. Goff under center with Gibbs in the backfield. There's the snap. They're going to start with play action. Goff looking to throw. He's got time. He finds Gibbs. Gibbs will take that out for a gain of maybe just 4 or 5 there. Maybe a little more than that. I'll just say 5 yards, second down and 5. Surprised you go play action on first down. I mean, I guess I get it, but there's the snap. Another play action throw coming. Goff under some pressure, gets rid of it. Wide open is Sam Laporta. Past the 40, past the 35, and down to the 30. Big play for Sam Laporta. Pressure came, and Goff stepped up and found his tight end wide open. And Back-to-back successful play action throws for Goff in this offense. That's what you love to see. That's what you need to see. Wow. It's a great throw from Jared there. Need some juice. Goff under center. Montgomery or Gibbs staying in the backfield. Another play action throw. Goff looking, throwing for Gibbs. Gibbs slips and falls on the turf. He is touched there. He might have gotten technically a yard, maybe not. He wasn't going to be able to pick up too much there. But Jahmyr Gibbs certainly been more present in the pass game than even he's been in the run game today. One-yard pickup on the catch. Goff under center. Raymond going in motion. Handoff goes to Gibbs. Looking for a hole. He's not going to find it. It's going to pick up about 3 or 4. It'll be 3rd down and 5. 4-yard pickup. 12.5 to go in the 3rd quarter. Detroit driving to start this 3rd quarter. Need a touchdown here. Montgomery's checking in for Gibbs. Detroit 4 for 8 on 3rd down. Laporta and St. Brown on the right side. Pass coming. Goff under some pressure throws. It's Laporta again. He will take that to about the 11. That's a big catch for a 1st down. Second catch of this half for Laporta. Both of them for 1st down gains. He was open there. So just shy of a 1st and goal situation as Detroit. Laporta had a bit of a down year last year. Looking to bounce back. He was dealing with some injuries last year. And they're going to call it 1st and goal. Play action. Goff going to throw. Goff got time. Rolling. Now still running. Goff looking, throwing to the end zone. Incomplete. Over the head of Amon-Ra St. Brown. Good defense there by Green Bay. Not a whole lot you could do there. Valentine in coverage. Oh, there's Isaac Tesla. I think he was looking at St. Brown, but honestly, if he could have read for Tesla. 2nd down and goal. It's been mostly passes. Gibbs in the backfield. There's the snap. Speaking of runs, there's one. And Gibbs breaking free somehow, but he's going to run the wrong way and lose about 5 or 6 yards. And you can't have that. You're already in a long 1st and goal at the 10. And Penei Sewell doing a good job blocking Micah Parsons, but unfortunately, not a whole lot of blocking from anybody else. Lions' run game has not been good today. So now on 3rd and goal from the 16. Need a big play. Lions have yet to score a touchdown. Goff going to throw. Under some pressure. He throws to David Montgomery, who's not going to get there, obviously. He's going to pick up about 7, and they're just going to kick a field goal. Ay. Got to have a touchdown there, man. I mean, Penei Sewell doing a good job stopping Parsons, but this will be from 27 yards out for Jake Bates. Lions right now cannot find the end zone, despite a really good drive to start. This will be just a 27-yard field goal. Kick is up, and he nails it right down the middle. to cut the lead down to 11 at least. Jeez. Your 2 scoring drives are both field goals. Not good. You still got to score, at least a touchdown and a 2-point. Stay like that. I get the going for the points there, just given, right now you're not sure how consistent you're going to be getting points and whether your defense can come up with stops, but man, I just you need touchdowns. You're not going to win this game if you don't score touchdowns. And literally, I know that goes without saying, but defense has to step up now. We need a 3 and out. We need some real juice going Detroit's way. At least how am I doing in fantasy? I look at that. Okay, I'm looking good, sort of. I've got 72 points, but I got a 65% chance to win because he's only got the Ravens defense left, and I guess Devontae Adams and Tony Pollard. Okay, I still got Derrick Henry, which puts me in a decent spot. That's about the only victory I'm having right now. Turnover would be huge. So at least flip the momentum. I would think if we get a touchdown, we're going to go for 2. Boy, that guy is dressed like Vince Lombardi, and he is just staring. He's not moving. Looks like a statue. That's uncanny. There's a kick taken out from the 5 and immediately swarmed there and brought down inside the 5. Or inside the 25. Jeez, I wish it was inside the 5. In comes the Packer offense, which was lighting it up all first half. Let's see what Calvin Shepard can do as far as adjustments go. This is his first year as the defensive coordinator, was the linebackers coach before for Detroit, but not exactly the great, not the best first impression as far as I'm concerned. We'll see how the game ends up. Love gonna hand it off to Jacobs. Jacobs is going to be brought down. He picks up a good amount there, about a 6-yard gain. 2nd down and 4. That is the longest run of the game for Josh Jacobs. They're down, or they're up 11, I should say. So he can afford to have just a 6-yard gain as his longest. Love hands it off again to Jacobs, and Jacobs is going to be brought down just about a yard short. 3rd down. Aiden Hutchinson involved there. Finally able to break through. You can kind of tell based on the tackles. I think some of the defenders trying to poke at that football. 3rd and 1. Another handoff goes to Jacobs, and he goes down for a loss. That is Derek Barnes, the linebacker who missed pretty much all of last season. And now at 4th and 2, punt team's coming out for Green Bay. That is the start defensively that you need to see. I just said I wanted to see a 3 and out. to start. So Lions start the second half with a field goal drive and then a defensive 3-and-out. Now, see if they can do something on offense, get themselves in this game. Snap and the punt. That is a deep shot that will be taken out from inside the 10. Decent enough return from Raymond. He will be brought down just past the 20 at the 21-yard line. Certainly better than where he started, so you'll take it. Packers up 11. It's 17-6. Lions still looking for their first trip to the end zone. Oh my gosh. Man, those night games. Those night games, they kill me. Didn't help that I didn't sleep well, but yeah, it'd be like that. It'd be like that. All right. Can we just go down the field and score a touchdown here? That would give me a little bit of juice. But we still need we need at least another stop, right? So at least if you score a touchdown, then another touchdown will give you the lead, right? I guess technically a field goal could tie it up if you get a 2-point. But they're probably going to go for 2 if they get a touchdown, right? You might as well. Because you got to score another touchdown if you just kick the extra point. You might as well go for 2. That's my thought behind it. I don't know. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. Whoa. You got a high school game here? Oh, nice catch there. The Red Wings? Hey. All right. Goff back out there. Defense got the job done. Offense able to at least get 3. Goff now by himself in the shotgun. Gibbs lined up as a receiver on the left side. Pass coming from Jared. He throws to Gibbs, and that'll pick up about 4. Second down. Second down and 6. Why's the clock stopped? Oh, Packer player down. Okay, well, hopefully he's all right. But a Packer defender down. Oh, Cortland Sutton. Getting a lot of points for me. Okay. Need a long touchdown drive here, guys. Maybe not a long touchdown, just a touchdown drive. A touchdown drive. Doesn't need to be a long drive. Mm. Okay, I actually kind of like this. This State Farm commercial with Hutch. It's better than the Boondale Save, but I'm sure I'm going to be saying the same thing about that one. I like it because it's got a sea, like a pirate guy, and it's funny. I like pirates. Okay. So he's going into the blue tent. 186 total yards for both teams right now, but obviously, very different score. There's a screen pass to Khalif Raymond for a first down, his first catch of the year. Goes for a first down. Oh, we got an update. What's the update? Oh. Rams, play action. Stafford throws it. Caught. 14-9. Rams over the Texans. Okay. Okay. Goff now goes under center with Gibbs in the backfield. Jamison Williams going in motion. Three seconds. Got to snap it. There it is. Play action pass coming. Goff looking under some pressure. Still on his feet. Throws. It is caught by Jamison Williams. Boy, talk about making something out of nothing. It's going to be a catch for about 2 yards, but geez, you'll take that over a sack. Wow. He had time there, but nearly sacked twice. And good on Goff, and even better on Jamison Williams to be ready for that ball, make the catch. Just a 2-yard pickup, but once again, take that over a sack any day. Goff in the shotgun this time. I believe that's Montgomery to his right. Khalif going in motion. Handoff goes to Montgomery, and he is immediately swarmed, but he picks up about a yard. Third down and 6? Third down and 7? Yeah, the run game for Detroit just not able to get it going. Detroit 5 for 10 on third downs. Third down and 6. Need it. Defense just gave you a big stop. Offense has to step up here. Goff under some pressure. That time he will be brought down. And that will do it for this drive. 1 first down and a punt. Just nothing consistently getting done for Detroit offensively. The offensive line is not protecting Goff enough. I mean, it's not even just Parsons. It's pretty much everybody else. Penei Sewell's doing a good job out there limiting Micah. It's the first sack of the day as Jack Fox punts this away. It'll be taken out there inside the 25 and ran out there, Jaden Reed, but there is a flag down. This could be coming back. And it will be against Green Bay. It's going to be holding on Green Bay. That'll bring back that return. So at the very least, not great field position. Oh my gosh, we're going back to commercial. Jeez. Ugh. Need just something, man. There's turnover would be huge. That's what I'm looking for. Sack, that would be good too. But so far, Green Bay has just had their way offensively. I know they just had the 3 and out, but obviously you see what we managed to do with that on offense, which is basically nothing. Other than waste time. Wait, hold on. Build your own Chipotle. USC at Purdue is the CBS game this weekend. Ish. How the mighty have fallen. All right. So now at their own 15, Detroit defense looking to make another stop. Love, play action, going to throw it. Love has plenty of time. Throw is it caught? They're saying it. I think they're saying it's caught. Yeah, yeah, that's a catch. And they're not going to look at it, and they're not going to have time. Love, plenty of time again to throw, and brought down there. Anzalone gets the tackle. Terrion Arnold apparently dealing with a groin injury. He is questionable. Oh boy. The rookie, or not the rookie, the second year corner. Second and 6 for Green Bay. Pass coming. Love, so much time. Now pressure coming. Throw. It is nearly intercepted by Anzalone. Oh my goodness. You gotta catch that in this spot. That would have given the team some juice. Finally, some pressure came. Pat O'Connor on the left side and Aiden Hutchinson with a hit as well. Anzalone, oh my gosh, right through his hands. That is a huge lost opportunity. Oh my goodness. Love is lucky that that's just an incomplete pass. Well, you got a chance to stop him on third down. Pass coming from Love. Pressure coming on Love. That one is intercepted. There goes Branch. There is a flag down. Branch still on his feet. He breaks free. There goes Branch. He's going to take it the distance. There are flags on the play. If it stands, it's a pick 6 for Detroit. Let's see what it is. We'll see. Hopefully, it does not wipe away that pick 6 for Brian Branch. There is an injury on the field for Green Bay as well. Oh, boy. Let's see. 2 fouls on the defense. Unnecessary roughness is declined. Defensive holding. And an auto first for Green Bay. Are you kidding me? So that will take away the interception. That was Yasin who got called for the hold. Oh my gosh. And then Hutchinson with a big hit on. I mean, that is not unnecessary. That's a block. I'm sorry. That should not be a penalty on Hutchinson. It doesn't matter, but you just wiped away a pick six. Oh my gosh. That's brutal. Absolutely brutal. Wow. I hate that you lose a turnover because of the hold. I mean, if you're not going to get the pick six, at least keep the turnover. Pass coming from Love. Now some pressure coming. Pass is caught, but only about a 1 yard gain as Derek Barnes throws down Kraft. Man, that's so sucks the life right out of you. What? That's okay. Whatever. Second and 9. Handoff goes to Jacobs, and he will get the first down. This is just so sad. This is just so sad, man. Final 2 minutes of the third quarter. Green Bay is just totally in the driver's seat right now. First and 10, just shy of the 50. Handoff goes to Jacobs. That goes for a gain of about 5, maybe 4. Second and 6. Detroit's just got to come up with some. I mean, those turnovers again. Anzalone had to come up with that, but then you get an actual interception, and it just is taken away because of a stupid penalty, defensive holding. That's just so brutal. Love able to get the snap off. That run goes for about a yard. Third down. Another third down chance. And Green Bay does have to run a play here. Play clock a second ahead of the game clock. I mean, I guess if you can get a stop here, maybe you got a chance here to get the ball back, start the fourth quarter. But you've gone 3 quarters now without scoring a touchdown. Pass coming. Love under pressure, airs it out, going deep. It is incomplete. Nearly caught by Jaden Reed, but DJ Reed, he got in there. So it was Reed on Reed crime. Went right through the hands of Jaden. Al-Qadim Muhammad there pushes Love down after the throw. So 4th down and 5 with 3 seconds to go in the third. So a shutout in the third quarter for Green Bay, thanks to Detroit's defense. Now it's just up to the offense to get it going. Fair caught at about the 9 by Khalif Raymond to end the quarter. Down 11, final 15. Detroit has not led all day. You're going to have to speed it up. You just don't have time at this point. Going to need some big plays. We just have not had any of those. Man, oh my gosh, those interceptions. I guess the one was just an incompletion, but it should have been an interception. Anzalone has to come up with that ball. And then the Branch pick 6 that got taken back just because of stupid holding. Oh my gosh. It's just ridiculous. Just ridiculous, guys. Ugh. Ugh. A classic Big Ten matchup, USC and Purdue. Classic. Everybody can remember the good old O.J. Simpson and Drew Brees. I know they played at different times. First and 10 for Detroit. Offense has yet to score a touchdown. Defense is yet. The team is yet to score a touchdown. J-Mo going in motion to the right or to the left side. Goff gonna throw. Goff under some pressure, and he's brought down. I think he's at the 1. Nearly a safety. Oh my goodness, Rashawn Gary. Just shy of a safety. My goodness, he is lucky. Lucky that he avoided the safety. This offensive line is just getting massacred. Now it's 2nd and 17 to start the fourth quarter. Goff hands it off to Montgomery, and he's going to get to just the line of scrimmage. What are you doing? 3rd down and 16. So it'll be 3rd down and 1,000,000. Lions need a play here. They haven't had a big play all game, really, except for maybe that first drive in the second half that ended in a field goal. 3 to snap it. Just gets it off, and Montgomery is going to go down for a loss. I don't know why you're running the football in that spot twice. What is the thought process behind that? You haven't been able to run the ball all game, so I don't even know why you're trying to do it now. Oh my gosh. Talk about just another wasted drive. You get absolutely nothing. And a flag comes in. Is this going to be a false start? Oh my gosh, I can't watch, man. This is terrible. This is probably the worst game I've ever seen the Lions play in a long time. Snap and the punt. Jack Fox boots it to inside the 45, but taken out from there to the 36-yard line of Detroit. And this is a chance for Green Bay to just ice this game. This is terrible. This is awful. You're looking at basically you hope maybe you can get a turnover, but there's nothing good about this game for Detroit right now. Offense looks awful. Defense looks better in the second half, but just terrible overall. It's bad. It's really bad. Score does not indicate how far off this game really is. Man, this is about as bad as I could have imagined the start to the season. Truly, truly. Like there's just nothing good. Nothing. Hutchinson has not been a factor. You haven't gotten a single sack. Goff has not been good. Thrown an interception. No touchdowns. What in the world is that? Love is out of the shotgun. Ball is at Detroit's 36. Play action. Love throws it behind him to Reed, and Reed will pick up maybe a yard or two. Second down. Zach Tom not out there for Green Bay. And they're going to hand it off to Jacobs, who finds a big hole and a big gain for a first down. I'm speechless. I mean, if maybe you don't win the game, that's one thing, but to just seemingly be beat in every conceivable way, you can't run the ball. Like basically all the strengths of last year for Detroit are just gone. Your offense looks anemic. Your offensive line is dead. Your run game is dead. Goff is not the quarterback he was last year. Jacobs breaks first contact and is brought down for a gain of just seven instead of a loss. Derek Barnes was in there for the tackle. I mean, you really thought, given the health of the defense for Detroit, that it would be a much better look. Obviously, the new coordinator, it seems as though the new coordinators for both sides of the ball having an effect. Love in the shotgun. He's going to throw. Love under some pressure. Now he runs forward. He's going to just slide down short of the sticks in front of Amik Robertson to make it third down. Third down and 1. Just, again, Detroit unable to finish on those very few pressures that they've been able to bring. Third down and 1. Love takes a snap, hands it off, and he gets stuffed at the line. Well, no, they're marking him short. It'll be fourth down and 1. He might have gotten past the line, but not enough. And they're going to go for it, I think. This could be the escape Detroit this could be an escape for Detroit if they get a stop here, but I don't know if they're actually going to run a play here. They are. Love will run it and get it. And that doesn't necessarily ice it, but it all but ices it. 9 minutes to go, and Detroit just cannot get off the field on defense. First and goal for the Packers. Touchdown would pretty much win it. There's a handoff to Jacobs, who's somehow able to break free. Picks up about, 6 yards down to the 3. And they're going to just quickly run another play to Jacobs. He's in. Touchdown. Game is pretty much over at that point. Josh Jacobs runs it in for Green Bay. Makes it a 23-6 lead for the Pack. 9th straight game with a rushing touchdown for Josh Jacobs. And Detroit is yet to see the end zone. Extra point is good, 24-6. A 3-possession lead for Green Bay late in the fourth quarter. This is just depressing. It's just completely and utterly depressing. It just feels like the season is over, even though it's week 1. I know that seems like a complete exaggeration, but I have nothing to be excited about based on the product I just saw on the field. I mean, they could go down the field and score a touchdown. I really wouldn't care. Like, too little, too late. It's just like terrible. It's just terrible. All aspects of the football have been terrible. Maybe except for Jake Bates. Got 2 field goals. But you could have had a game where you're 14. It could be 14 or 21-24 right now is what the score could be if the offense actually finished drives. They have not done that. Just brutal. I got nothing to say. There's no excuses. This is, now, as much as this game might not have been a quote unquote must win, because you still got plenty of games left in your season, you have to go out next week and look like the team you were last year. Because I don't know what the game plan was, but whatever it was, change it. Like, this is just, it's hard to watch as basically Green Bay is playing like you did last year. In every like in the defense, they look like you the first few weeks. Certainly in the offense, they look like you. It's just terrible. This is just the worst start to a season I can remember. And you had a chance to really kind of silence a lot of the doubters, of which I was not one of them. And you go out there and you perform like garbage. There's just nothing to say other than you got to be better. And the Lions will take it out from about the 1 and just past the 25-yard line on the return. Offensive line is a major concern. Maybe you say the coordinators, they're doing the best with what they got, but that's the problem. What you got is not good enough, evidently. Certainly on the offensive line compared to their defensive line. They've won in the trenches, and that's why they're winning this game right now. Gibbs is going to start the series. Goff in the shotgun. He's going to throw. Jared eyes Khalif Raymond, and he does catch it. I thought maybe that Green Bay came away with that. My goodness. Khalif with it. Now, you can't really afford these Dunkin' Dimes with this time left on the clock. I mean, this game's over. Barring some major turn of events. Jared going to throw it again. Jared. Throw is caught by Gibbs. Going to be short. Pickup of about 2. I mean, they're just bringing the pressure. Goff with very little time. Defense for Green Bay looks absolutely unstoppable right now. And they're not. Lions are playing real. I don't know what they're doing. I mean, I think the game is over, but you can't think the game is over. Like, you got to speed it up. Like, you're down 3 possessions. Another pass coming on 3rd and 2. Goff airs it out. Incomplete. Laporta, the intended receiver. Do you go for it? Yeah, you probably do. So 4th down and 2 with 6:42 to go. Detroit 1 for 1 on 4th downs today. But this is the deepest one, 4th and 2. Actually, it might be equal to the last one. Pass coming. Goff under pressure, brought down, sacked. Lions are going to go this week without scoring a touchdown. And you want to talk about a fall off, a team that went 15-2 last year, losing both coordinators and their starting center, looks like a completely different team than last year. Terrion Arnold apparently was ruled out. I didn't even hear about that. Oh, no, I'm losing in fantasy. But I've got a 77% chance to win because I still got Derrick Henry. Well, I guess I just can't have a week where both my football teams win, I guess. Green Bay's got a chance to go and drop a 30 bomb. Love's just going to hand it off to Jacobs. And he'll pick up a few yards there. Man, all bets are off as far as what this team looks like. Like, as far as what they are. Like, you want to talk about missing the playoffs? I think honestly that's the way they're playing right now. This is an entirely different unit right now. 49 straight games with a touchdown is going to be snapped. 8 straight wins against NFC North opponents. And that is almost certainly going to be snapped. I've never been this depressed watching a football game. Honestly. Like, all they had to do was go out here and perform at the level they were last year. If you lose, you lose. They look like a losing team. Straight up. They do not look like a team that can make the playoffs. Just being honest. And you're going to have to play a lot of different tough opponents coming up. Now you got the Bears next week. We'll see how they look tomorrow. But after that, you got to play Baltimore. You got to play Kansas City. You got to play a lot of teams that are not cakewalks. And Green Bay is certainly showing themselves as not cakewalks. Tackle made by Jack Campbell to make it 3rd down. It's the offensive line. That's the big concern right now. And I guess, frankly, the defensive line as well. Lions are not winning in the trenches, so you're not going to win a lot of football games. You can't win in the trenches. And that obviously changes things for the trajectory of this team. If this offensive line cannot get it going, then they're not going to win anything. Stop made there, just shy of the line of scrimmage to make it 4th down. And I'm assuming they're just going to kick this one. Yeah, looks like maybe. Oh, no, yeah, they will. I think. Yeah, they're just going to kick this one to make it potentially a 27-6 lead. 21-point lead late in the 4th quarter. McManus from 38 yards out. Snap, hold, kick is just good. Hooks it through. 27-6. 4:22 to go. This really is a nightmare. Honestly, like this is a bad dream. They have to improve on the offensive line. They have to, or else this is going to be a long and disappointing year. Broncos Colts is the 4:00 game next week for CBS. I think the Fox game is the game of the week. The line drive kick that ends up all the way in the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jeez. Quiet day. St. Brown just 36 yards on 3 catches, 20 yards or 40 total yards for Gibbs. J-Mo just 18 yards after signing the big extension. Goff airing it out deep, looking for Khalif. It was nearly intercepted. Quay Walker, or no, was that Amon-Ra? I thought that was 11. No, that's Khalif Raymond. That's not Amon-Ra. Jim Nance is wrong. $186 total yards today for Detroit. Goff under pressure, rolling to his left, and Parsons is going to bring him down from behind. First sack as a Packer, makes it 3rd down and long. I mean, what are you supposed to do with that? Just breaks through two blockers. Goff couldn't find anybody to get the ball thrown to. And Parsons made his presence known in Green Bay. His 53rd and a half sack in his career. And whistles being blown. I think a timeout or maybe a false start. Detroit calls a timeout just before the delay of game. You thought maybe the start of the 3rd quarter, they drove down the field, got the field goal. The defense was coming up with stops, but offense just could not get it going. Defense held up as much as it could, but it has been a story about the offense. Turnovers, now 4 sacks on Goff, no offensive line protection. The run game is not a factor. This is a nightmare. It's truly a nightmare for Detroit. Goff's going to throw. He's got some time. Throws it a little high to Laporta, who catches it, runs out of bounds, well short of the first down marker. I mean, you know it's bad when you've scored as many points as the Giants. And will probably end up scoring that many points. Detroit going for it on 4th and 5. They turned it over last time. Goff has time. Throw is caught by Jamison Williams. He will roll forward, and I think he just gets the first. Yeah, that's a first down. So the drive stays alive. For what it's worth. Pass coming. Pressure coming on Jared. Loses the ball. And it is bobbled and picked up by Gibbs. There is a flag down. And it was an offsides penalty on Green Bay, so a free play for Detroit. Micah Parsons called for it. He lined up offsides. Yeah, his helmet well offsides. Ball now at midfield. Detroit has not, I think, had a play in Green Bay territory since the 3rd quarter. Goff going to throw. Goff airs it out. It is caught by St. Brown, who stiff arms his way out of bounds to stop the clock. Right now, Detroit, I guess, just trying to finish the game strong, get a garbage time touchdown. And at this point, Green Bay's defensive strategy is, it seems basically like prevent. Goff just going to throw for, I believe that's Raymond. Or no, that was Laporta, excuse me. 2nd down and 4. Detroit's starting to finally move a little quickly here. Pass coming from Jared. Jared throws. It is caught by Gibbs for a first down. About time the offense starts to look some semblance of life, but it's too little too late. Final 2 minutes. I haven't been this depressed over a sporting event in a very long time. I mean, I guess since the last Lions loss. But that was more anger than it was depression. I mean, I guess there was a depression, but this is just so brutal. To just go out there and play like this to start the season. First impression says a lot for any season. And you have time to make yourself better. You have time to get better. But this is just not the start you need to have. And now, next week against Chicago at home, you better come out firing on all cylinders and you better win that game, and I mean win it. Because you can't start 0-2. The odds of making the playoffs starting 0-2 are basically zero. Like most teams that start 0-2 do not make the playoffs. So you got to go out there and you got to be Chicago. And the thing was too, like you finally got a chance, you get to play Green Bay on the road in early September. So you're not dealing with the cold winter in Lambeau. And Goff played worse than he did when it was raining last year, but that's the offensive line and the defense just not playing well. Handoff goes to Gibbs, trying to cut to the outside, and he just runs out of bounds for a loss of 2. Pass coming from Jared. Throw is caught by Laporta. Cuts inside. He dives for the first down. I think he gets it. Finally, Detroit finds themselves in the red zone. Goff throws incomplete. Throws it in front of Laporta. Just so much pressure on Goff. Very little protection. Jared gonna throw it. And once again, incomplete, nearly intercepted that time. I mean, you got to get in the end zone at the very least. You have to end this at least feeling like at least you could end it on a good note, but third down and 10 from the Packer 20. Pass coming. Jared throws up the middle to Gibbs. Gibbs breaks first contact, not able to break second or third. Picks up about 5, maybe 6. Fourth down, and this will be the last play of the game potentially for Detroit. Fourth down and 3. Trying to reach the end zone to end the game. Pass coming. Whistles being blown. Timeout called by Green Bay. Minute to go. 4th down and 3. Green Bay with a chance to win it with a stop. I mean, they're going to win it anyway, but officially win it, I guess. Get into victory formation. Detroit just trying to get on the board to end the game here. Goff, pressure, lobs it up, and it is. Did he catch that? And they're going to call it an incomplete pass. I mean, he one-handed it, but couldn't keep it in. Wait, are they sure? 1. Ooh. His body went out of bounds, and the question is whether his foot. Oh, I don't know. That might be a catch. Are they going to challenge it? Don't they have to review scoring plays? And they are going to review it. That it was Isaac Tesla. If this is overturned, his first catch will be a touchdown in Lambeau. One. Yeah, I think his. I think it's a catch. It looks like St. Brown's calling for the ball, assuming that this is overturned, because that would obviously be first career touchdown. That is an amazing catch. All right, and the headphones. Oh, they're coming off. Here we go. Wow, they call it a touchdown. They overturn it. Isaac Tesla gets the first touchdown of the season for Detroit. Unfortunately, it is a garbage time touchdown to cut the lead to 15. That's an impressive catch. That's about the best thing that's happened all day for Detroit. They end the game getting into the end zone, so at the very least, they avoid no touchdowns. Snap, hold, kick is good, and Bates cuts the lead to 14 with 55 seconds to go. Garbage time touchdown, but a touchdown nonetheless. Well, we'll see how the Vikings look. I don't know why he's putting them as one of the best teams in the NFL. It's really dependent on how JJ McCarthy is, but I guess the roster is good. So, and they're gonna try an onside kick here. I mean, I guess if you get it and you just get a bomb, you basically you need 2 miracles to win this game. So let's just see what happens. And there is the kick, and it bounces out of bounds. Flags are thrown. Kickoff out of bounds will do it. Your leading rusher to end this game for Detroit, David Montgomery, with 25 yards. And Green Bay going into, I'm assuming, is this not victory? Why are they not just kneeling it? I mean, I guess they're going to try to get a first down because they're figuring we're going to use our timeouts. Brought down on the run for a gain of about 4. Wilson, I mean, we're not using our timeouts, so I don't. No timeouts being used, and that will do it. Lions stunned in Green Bay. They lose by a score of 27-13, and a score that is a lot closer than the game actually was. Love will knee it down, and Detroit has a lot of work to do, especially on the offensive line. One of the most disappointing starts to a season I can remember in a very long time. Well, you're on to Chicago next week, but that does not give me a whole lot of confidence right now. Well, we'll be back next week with the Bear game on Sunday at 1 o'clock, but we'll certainly be back on Tuesday to talk about this game and all the sporting news of the week, because that was just brutal. Thank anybody for watching. If you haven't already, hit the like and the subscribe button. We'll be back, like I said, on Tuesday to talk about it on the regular scheduled program. Have a good rest of your day and a good rest of your night. I'll see you later. Goodbye. Bye.